Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name's Marissa and today I'm going to be doing a mid-year goals check-in. Now, if you guys have been around my channel for a while, last year, 2019, at the very end of the year, I did a 2020 goals video. And honestly, shame to admit this, but I actually had to go back and watch that video to remember what my reading goals were, or what my goals were, period. Some of them I kind of remembered, most of them I didn't, so yeah. So basically I just wanted to do a video kind of checking in on my goals, letting you guys know where I'm at, kind of just to keep myself accountable. Obviously, since I had forgotten most of them, you know, probably not doing a very good job, but I'm just going to go down the list just like I did in the other video and let you know where I'm at. So the first part of this was my reading goals for 2020. The first one was to get my TBR shelf down to 10 books only. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, I even wrote that on my little paper here. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, my TBR shelf has been hovering somewhere right around 60. Apparently I just can't help myself when it comes to buying books. I love shopping. I love book buying in particular, and I, of course, with quarantine going on most of this year, I've been doing a lot of online book shopping. Thankfully, most of them have been cheap because they've been from discount websites, but yeah. So I'm not doing so great on that goal. I'm thinking I would still like to whittle it down more, and not have 60 on there, but I'm thinking 10's probably unreasonable because I like to have a pretty good selection, because obviously I'm a mood reader, so I like to have a pretty good selection of what books I can choose next. And of course for readathons and things, you know, you never know what's going to happen on those. So yeah, that goal, not doing so hot on so far. So the next one was to read 104 books this year. Now, we're literally just over halfway through the year, and I've already read 80 plus books. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to blow past that goal, because I've been reading a lot more than I thought I was going to be. So yeah, I'm definitely going to hit 104 and way surpass that. So next year I'm going to have to set myself a harder goal. So the next one was to use a reading journal, and I showed my beautiful reading journal in that video, and then I stopped using it. It got to be a chore. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't really care about writing it all down. So yeah, I ended up stopping doing that just because I didn't enjoy it. So I'm definitely going to cross that one off of my list. And I also decided this year that I do not care about giving books star ratings. I decided I was going to do a tier ranking system of every 50 books that I read, and kind of, you know, just rank those books so that you guys can get a feel of my like and dislike on a scale like that, because I just found that I was giving too many 4 stars and nothing else, and it was just no rhyme or reason for me. It was just how I felt at the moment. So honestly, judging books based, you know, by each other is probably a better system for me. So yeah. So the next one was to read one book in every genre this year, and the genres were nonfiction, sci-fi, fantasy, romance, and classic. And I am proud to say I've actually completed this goal. I have read at least one book in every single one of these genres, so probably for next year that goal is going to have to be a little bit harder because I didn't even realize I was doing that, but I did it. So yeah, that goal is definitely complete, so yay, doing great on that one. So the next section is my BookTube channel goals. So the first one was to have 200 subscribers. Right now I am at 93, so I'm almost halfway there. Like I said, this one's not a big deal. It's kind of like a stretch goal for me. You know, I enjoy doing BookTube videos. I enjoy the editing process, the hanging out with people, the discourse, all that. So having 200 subscribers is like a wish list thing. It's not like a necessity for me to continue doing BookTube. I think if I had 5 people subscribe to my channel, I would still be making videos just because I enjoy them. I enjoy the creative outlet. I enjoy just talking to people. So yeah. So the next one was to learn to make better thumbnails and channel art. Starting this year, I do have a more cohesive theme. Every single month I pick like a color and something else. Like January it was purple and like galaxy themed. For the month of June it was yellow and tulip themed. So I have a lot more cohesive art for my thumbnails and for my actual banner on my channel page. So I'm doing a lot better with that. I may pick like a specific one and keep it all next year or something, but right now I'm kind of enjoying changing it up a little bit, and it really gives me kind of more of a creative outlet. If you guys are curious, I am actually using Adobe Spark, which is a free online program, if you will. You can get all these free templates. There are some paid ones. That is the program that I actually use to do the thumbnails and the channel art and all that. They have tons and tons of cool stuff on there, and it is super easy. It takes me like, I get a template down for the month, and then it takes me like 5 minutes to edit it and change it up a little bit for my thumbnails. So it's an excellent program. I enjoy it. And then the last one in this category was utilize sounds and music more. I do this occasionally on my videos. I find it really distracting when people have music playing in the background while they're talking a lot. I can see in some cases, it depends. Like if you're storytelling or something like that, it might be appropriate, but for me, I find it really distracting. So I do utilize it a little bit, like if I'm showing pictures or a montage or something, and then, I utilize little sound effects or whatever when I throw pictures up on the screen. So, it's really kind of hit and miss for me. I use it when I need it, but yeah, so I'm doing pretty good on that goal. So this last section is for my personal goals. So the first one was to get my SPHR certification, which if you don't know is a senior professional in human resources, is something that I really, really wanted to do in 2020. I have not done that yet. I had all the plans in the world for it, and then coronavirus happened. I went down to temporary part-time hours, and then I was laid off from my position. I am still unemployed at this point. So I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, but I'm very, very hopeful that I will get another better job by the end of the year, and that I will be able to afford to do that. Because like I said, the testing and the studying for the test is very, very expensive and time intensive. It would be nice to do it on my time off if I could afford it. So the next one was, of course, get a job in the HR field that is more in line with what I want for my future career. Of course, obviously I just said I was still unemployed, so that hasn't happened yet, but I'm working on it and I do what I can. So the next one is to buy a house. That did not happen in the first part of 2020. So I don't foresee that happening right now. I am hopeful, fingers crossed, that it will happen before the end of the year, but you never know what's going to happen. So yeah, that one's still kind of on hold at the moment. And then my final goal of all of this was to save another $10,000 in the bank. I am about halfway there, which is nice. It's a nice little cushion in case, I happen to be unemployed longer than unemployment lasts. But yeah, it's definitely not quite as much as I wanted to. So hopefully I can get a job soon and start throwing money back in the bank. So yeah, I guess that is all that I have for you guys today. Let me know down in the comments what some of your goals are, where you're at on them at this point in the year, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I would really love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe my videos. Have a great day.